Harry Brelsford at the Cannabis Conference, basically late August in Las Vegas. And I'm going around and talking to some stakeholders, and here's fellow Seattleite, Chuck Olivier. How you doing, Chuck?
Good to see you, Harry. How's Vegas treating you?
Yeah, good, although I'm a little thirsty.
Yeah, me too, me too.
And I mean water, by the way. So let's talk about DBS in the scale area. You know, you and I have bumped into each other a couple times at the event. Far more sophisticated than meets the eye.
Far more sophisticated than meets the eye, and getting more sophisticated as law catches up with cannabis. What everybody needs to know, anyone who's packaging grams of cannabis, you're going to need to have 2 NTEP digits right of 0. That's 0.01 gram resolution on all your packaging scales. So that's going to become law nationwide probably in about 3 years. The other thing happening is that cultivators may have to upgrade their harvest and lot scales to something more precise. We're using jewelry balances to weigh grams, and we're using industrial scales to weigh pounds.
Yeah.
Did the value of the product change? It's an interesting debate right now.
Yeah, exactly. And what lane are you in? Do you deal with the entire supply chain from the grower, manufacturer, retail?
I don't do a lot of retail except in states that have deli style scales, which I don't recommend. I recommend pre-pack over deli style. Most of my customers are cultivators, producers, and processors.
Okay.
Yeah.
And let's talk about that. This show was interesting. First time I've attended, and it appears to be license holders, the attendee personas,
Yes.
people that have permits and licenses. Are you having good conversations with your target persona?
Absolutely, because each state is different.
Okay.
So what I do, and anybody who's in this industry, when a new state comes online, you've got to read their law once all the way through. They all have nuances. Each state's a little bit different.
Yeah.
And so if I prepare myself for those conversations with people from around the country, they're very receptive to it. Yeah, each state is really particular.
And your business model, are you doing this as a service? Do you have a monthly fee for this, or is it an outright purchase?
So in Washington, I'm a scale company, and I'm all about calibrating and sealing scales. Digital Balance Services is a mainstream website. That's digitalbalanceservices.com. And I'm selling scales and hardware nationwide, but that's not the true business lane. What I'm hoping for is to get traceability software companies to send their customers to me when it's time to buy scales and hardware.
Yeah, that makes sense. And then what's next? Are you going to a MJ Impact or MJ Biz, or what's next?
I'll be attending MJ Biz for sure, and this is my first time exhibiting at the Cannabis Conference.
Yeah.
And we'll see how AR looks in 6 months, right? Did I have enough conversations here that the show paid for itself? If so, I'll definitely be back. But I'll tell you what, I feel good about it. I had a lot of really good conversations this show.
Finally, did you have a chance to go to some of the lectures? I know you've been busy on the floor.
I did not. I've been manning the booth, so I miss the lectures, which is a little bit disappointing because talented, smart people, and you always come away smarter going to those.
No, that's why I go. All right, continued success.
So good to see you, brother.
All right, yep.